Speaking of the state attorney general, you may have heard former President Donald Trump is suing her. Trump says James' investigation into his business practices has violated his constitutional rights.
He asked a federal court for a permanent injunction to stop the probe. The lawsuit comes 2 weeks after James requested Trump sit for a deposition next month.
And we've heard from viewers asking, could such a lawsuit work? We'll get to some legal analysis on that in a moment. First, here's how the Attorney General responded to this lawsuit. She said, quote, "To be clear, neither Mr. Trump nor the Trump Organization get to dictate if and where they will answer for their actions. Our investigation will continue undeterred because no one is above the law, not even someone with the name Trump."
So this afternoon, we asked attorney Frank LoTempio whether he thought the lawsuit seemed like a delay tactic or if it could actually end up being successful.
I don't know if there is much hope on whether he'll prevail or not. I think it's designed probably to really push back on the investigations that he has. It could be a legitimate concern. I think it's also it is also probably a delay tactic.
And LoTempio says there could be a scenario where the investigation of Trump's organization does not get delayed at all if James were to make a bold move.
One thing that could happen is, Letitia James could say, okay, fine, I'm going to recuse myself, and another prosecutor can just pick this up. So in a political sense, does she want to get off? But in an expeditious fashion, she could get off and give it to another prosecutor, someone maybe even in her office, or first or second deputy.
So some interesting perspective on which way that could go.
Yeah, and at this point, we're kind of in a holding pattern, right? And we'll see how it plays out and cover it for you.
Wait and see.